Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on RidgeLife, I've got something very special for you. Now, a lot of you have gotten GoPro Hero 10s now. Like me, I had a GoPro Hero 8, and I used it for a long time. I love it. It's a great camera. Then the GoPro Hero 9 came out, and I really wasn't ready for the upgrade. And then the GoPro Hero 10 came out. Lots of cool features, and I got that as an anniversary present for my wife, and I love it to death. And I really wasn't going to do a review on it, but then something happened. GoPro did something that made me come to you. Guys, before they had this GoPro Hero9 10 battery. Yeah, the one with the blue top. It's a little thicker than the GoPro Hero 8 battery. And these things, you guys know, die so quickly. They don't last very long. And then the big thing is they don't work in the cold. You can have a fully charged battery and in 10 seconds, it's gone if it powers up at all. But guys, the GoPro Hero Enduro battery is here for the Hero 10. This thing is what you've been waiting for. I have been recording these snowy scenes for over an hour out here with my GoPro Hero 10 with the Enduro battery, and I tried to use my GoPro Hero 8, turn it on, nothing. This was a fully charged battery before I came out here. I was driving around the snow, getting out here 15-20 minutes, tried to boot it up, nothing, wouldn't boot up. Tried the GoPro Hero 10 blue batteries that I had in a pack, put the blue battery in the GoPro Hero 10, would not boot up. It's not that cold out here, guys, but it doesn't take long for those batteries to get cold and drain just like that. White battery, the Enduro battery, back in the GoPro Hero 10, and we are recording wondrous winter weather. This little battery here from GoPro is amazing. I put it to the test and I'm going to show you today. It is so much better than the standard GoPro Hero 910 blue batteries. And again, if you're using knockoff brand, you know, China batteries, those things are barely even work in your GoPro Hero 910. Much less the blue actual GoPro branded. But this thing is amazing. I put it to the test. It is a 1720 milliamp hour lithium ion battery. You can get 40% more life out of this battery than you can the blue GoPro Hero standard battery. Guys, 14 degrees Fahrenheit. This thing works flawlessly down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Try that with one of your blue batteries. We're gonna do that here in just a little bit. I'll show you how that works. And guys, 13% faster charging with this battery than the standard GoPro battery. 13% faster charging, down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit, 40% more life. You're gonna love it. We are gonna put one of each of the GoPro Hero 910 regular blue top battery and white Enduro battery in our freezer out in the garage, -1 degree. We're gonna leave them out here for 30 minutes, pull them out, put them in our camera, see what happens. We've had both of these batteries in our deep freeze for a half hour now, sitting on top of a bunch of venison and other wild game we've got stored out here in the garage. Let's get them in a camera and see how they work. Now for the blue Hero battery that's been in the freezer, we try to turn it on, nothing. Won't even power up. This thing was fully charged before we put it in the freezer, and now won't even power up at all. Now we go over to the Enduro battery. It's been in the freezer. Let's see what happens. We push the button and it powers up. As a matter of fact, it powers up with 92% battery life. So it was 100% when we put it in there. It drained about 8% in 30 minutes at -1 degree. The regular GoPro 910 battery went to 0%. It would not even power up the GoPro Hero camera. So that right there makes the Enduro worth it because you get the shot, you get the video. It's amazing. For those of you that use GoPro, I know you're gonna relate to this situation. You're out in a cold weather environment like deer hunting, like I do up here in a tree stand, and the buck of a lifetime walks out. And before you take that shot, you pull your trusty GoPro up, you hit the button, and nothing. 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 That 15 degree weather you've been in, that 10 degree weather you've been in, has killed, drained the battery in your GoPro that quick. Not anymore, not with the Enduro battery. The Enduro battery from GoPro, again, down to 14 degrees. You saw how it worked though in -1 for a half hour. you know, I put it to the test. So I am super excited for this upcoming deer season to get out with the GoPro Hero 10 with my Enduro long life extreme weather battery and make sure I get those shots. Now, speaking of which, again, I wasn't going to do a review of the GoPro Hero 10, but there are some features of this camera I've got to tell you about. Now, I'm coming up from a GoPro Hero 8, so the GoPro Hero 10 is a major improvement over the GoPro Hero 8. If you got a GoPro Hero 9, there are some marked improvements, but we're going to go over the major things with the GoPro Hero 10. I'm going to have to read this here. 2 times the speed with ease. That's crazy. The new GP2 processor in the Hero 10 shoots 5.3K video. Oh my goodness. And at 4K video, you can get the high frame rates that you could never even think of at 4K. You had to go way down to like 1080 before. So the Hyper Smooth 4.0 stabilization is amazing. You can spin it around, jump up and down. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And on top of that, the Hero 10 Cloud, putting all your stuff straight to the cloud is super amazing. Now there's one feature here with this GoPro Hero 10 that I really like with deer hunting or any time of outdoor sports or just watching sports. There is a feature that can capture video before you're even ready to do it. There's a magical feature called hindsight. Your GoPro Hero 10 can capture 30 seconds of video before you even push the button on the top. So let's say you've got your camera up on a tripod and you're out, say, deer hunting, and the buck of a lifetime walks out and you look over and you see it and you go to push the button and the deer is already gone by the time you push the button. Well, guess what? Your camera's already captured it. You push that button and it will show you captured 30 seconds of video before you even saw that deer, before you even saw that button push. So if you're capturing sports, you know, your camera's up in front of you and your kid goes to get the ball in soccer and you go push the button and he already scored the goal. You missed it. Well, not with the GoPro Hero 10, 30 seconds, hindsight. Pretty awesome. The new GoPro Hero 10 can capture some amazing footage. It is 5.3K video resolution at 60 frames per second. You can also get 120 frames per second super slow motion at 4K video. And guys, if you really want slow motion, 8 times slow-mo, you can go 240 frames per second. I want to show you what bees look like at 4K at 120 frames per second. Now, this video I'm going to produce today and upload is going to be at 1080, but I'm going to record it at 4K, 120 frames per second, and with 4K, I'll be able to zoom in on it, get a little bit closer, and still give you 1080 resolution on the upload to YouTube. So check out these bees. I'll tell you right there, that's some pretty cool stuff to be able to zoom in and still maintain that quality at 120 frames per second. I haven't even tried the 240 frames per second yet, but this is some cool stuff. Now, I'm gonna show you one more feature I really think is cool, and then we'll get inside and look at some of the hardware for our GoPro Hero 10. One of my favorite features of the new GoPro Hero 10 is the ability to horizon level. It's like having your own gimbal built into the camera. So I can hold the camera like this and get a nice stable image with the Hypersmooth 4.0. And guys, if you haven't experienced Hypersmooth from GoPro, man, you can bounce this thing up and down like crazy and get a good stable image. But this takes it the next step over. I can turn the camera this way and the camera will maintain a level horizon. I can turn it this way, I can turn it this way, and the stabilization and horizon leveling keeps that image perfectly level. I can go now with the GoPro Hero 10 up to 45 degrees and keep a level horizon. That's amazing. I just built in gimbal into the GoPro Hero 10. That's a cool thing. Now let's check out the hardware associated with our GoPro Hero 10. Start off with this Enduro battery. This battery is so new from GoPro, when you order one off their website, they send it in a manila envelope. Yeah, no space, no fancy containers like this over here. Guys, it comes with a battery in an envelope. But this battery is worth it, about $25 from GoPro right now. And again, you get that 40% longer life, 13% quicker charging, and down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a great battery. You're gonna love that. So set that off to the side. Now let's get into the Hero 10 itself. If you've ever bought a GoPro Hero camera, you know it comes in that hard, clear plastic container that you have to have a locksmith's license to open. You know, it was so difficult to open those things. Well, now they've ditched that, and you got a cardboard box, slide it out, that's gone. You got this really nice container now, storage container, that holds the whole system. So let's open it up, see what's inside. And, you know, I've already been using my Hero 10, but we open up, there's the Hero 10, you got a battery, there's a cable that comes with it, you've got a mount, and this is a nice camera. Again, you know I've already been using this. So the lens cover is a little bit thicker than on your Hero 8, and the camera itself is a little bit thicker as well, but it's got a huge display in the back, and the features on this thing, again, 5.3K is amazing. Now, of course, you can take this tray out, reuse this case for all your accessories. You're really going to like that. Now, one of the first things you're going to want to get is this dual battery charger from GoPro. I would stick with GoPro. There's some aftermarket batteries, but again, I'm showing you how that Enduro is. Now, this battery charger, the GoPro Hero 10 does not come with a battery charger. You have a USB-C cable plugged into a USB port, and it charges in the camera. So if you want extra batteries, you need this dual battery charger. Keep your batteries charged, and you're going to have a lot of fun. So one of the other accessories I really think you want to get is the media mod. Now, I've got a media mod for my Hero 8, and I love it. It does a great job, and this is for 9 and 10, and I'll show you what it looks like. You see this? It's a case that goes around your Hero 10 or Hero 9. They've made a lot of improvements to it, that's for sure. Look at this mic cover. This keeps that popping and that wind noise down a lot. And they changed the mic setup a little bit. It is still a directional mic, so when you set it up to capture all that sound in front of you or capture the sound behind you, the onboard regular mic, you know, is a stereo mic, so it captures noise all around you. So this is really nice to have a directional mic. The old media mod was not weather resistant at all. They're definitely not waterproof. Once you put this on, your GoPro is no longer waterproof, but they did make it more weather resistant. They put these little covers over here over the ports, and that is really nice to cover up what you're not using, keep that sand out in the water and all those things. Now, they do have the cold shoe jacks. This is the light mod here. The light mod, really nice. Get that light out there, so bright. Ooh, it flashes. 1, 2, 3. Look how bright that is. That is a nice, put the filter on there. So I really like the light mod to get you in those dark places, get all those. Media mod, I definitely recommend. Now, to fully utilize your camera, those high bit rates with the really high resolutions, you really need a good micro SD card. And I got a SanDisk Extreme Pro. It's the A2, 256 gigabyte, 170 and 90. 90 bits per second, megabits per second. That's read, and 170 megabits per second, actually 170 megabits per second read, 90 megabits per second write. So that is fast. You don't have to go quite that fast, but you've heard a lot of horror stories about GoPros overheating. Usually the micro SD card is not fast enough to write down that information that thing is recording. So get a really nice U3 4K A2 fast micro SD card. Again, this is the SanDisk Extreme Pro. I highly recommend it. With all these things, they make up a wonderful, wonderful camera. So many cool features. You've seen all the things we're doing today. More to come. Hope you've enjoyed our demonstration of that amazing GoPro Enduro battery. That thing is worth the purchase of a GoPro Hero 9 or 10 right in itself. To get the extra long life, that 40% longer life, the 13% quicker charging, and of course working down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to get your video. That's the most important thing. You're going to get your video. And of course, the GoPro Hero10 camera is amazing in itself. Having the built-in gimbal almost with that horizon leveling, the super high-speed 240 frames per second, or 4K video at 120 frames per second, or 5.3K resolution at 60 frames per second. That's some amazing, amazing stuff. And of course, the Hypersmooth 4.0. So many more features. And all of the hardware we showed you, the media mod, the light mod, all those extra things you can get for your GoPro Hero make the GoPro the video camera of choice for me, at least. I'm not backed. I'm not paid for by GoPro. I didn't get anything free from GoPro. This is my personal review of the equipment I use here on RidgeLife. And speaking of RidgeLife, if you haven't subscribed to RidgeLife, take time to do so now. I've got honeybees, we've got rabbits and chickens, we go hunting and fishing, we go on tractors and four-wheelers and side-by-sides. We've built a beautiful log home on the back of our 40-acre property for my mom. If you've seen the time-lapse video for that, it was an amazing build, amazing time. So lots of things here on RidgeLife, lots more to come, I promise you. So subscribe to RidgeLife, hit the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, please. And as always, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife.